Good morning, 7th grade English students. Welcome back to my office and welcome back to our next video recording and class. Today we're going to be discussing your big research project outline. But before we get started, let's say a quick prayer. Father, thank you for your many blessings, and I think particularly of the warm weather, of the ability to go outside, to have fun together, even when we have to stay apart. I ask that you would bless this class time, that you would bless each of my students as they work on their projects. In Jesus' name. Okay, let's get started. So last week, you worked on your bibliography. And your bibliography was basically an outline, an entry of sources that you're going to be using for your big research project. So now that that's done, and now that you're continuing to read and continuing to take notes, we're going to move on to putting together a basic outline. And a basic outline, as I've said before, is your bone structure for the body of your report. You have to have something to hang all the little details that you're going to find and put them in an orderly fashion. So that's what your outline is for. We've talked about outlines before, so this video will probably be really short, but that's okay. When you do an outline of a life, especially one that's already been lived, meaning the person is now dead, it's really easy because you have two things to begin and end that outline. The first is their birth. The second is, unfortunately, their death. That is the framework within which you are working. So when you have chosen your person, you're reading along, you need to be able to categorize the details that you're going to be gathering from everything that you read. So that's what your outline is for. We're going to be using the standard outline that you've been learning in Abeka Grammar. It begins with the Roman numerals, which are the big events, big points in that person's life. Roman numeral 1 will probably be the introduction and early life. Roman numeral 2 will be family and schooling, moving on towards Roman numeral 3, which is the middle of their life, their professional career, and what they did to serve Kentucky. Roman numeral 4 will be the ending of their life, and the Roman numeral 5, if you have a 5, will be your conclusion. Underneath each Roman numeral, you have the capital letters A, B, and C. So if we take Roman numeral 1, which we said is the early life / introduction, you would probably include capital letter A, their birth, capital letter B, their family, things like that. If you want to add details to each of the capital letters underneath, 1, 2, and 3, again, it's as detailed as you want it to be, but you need a basic outline, and that's what you're going to be working on this week. The pages in your grammar have been assigned, and they also talk about the basics of an outline. Pay close attention to those as you put them together. You will be working on this outline for this week and then turn it in, and I don't want you to worry too much about it. If you have pages and pages and pages of information that you have put together, great. If your outline is a single page, Soren, it's really fine. It's whatever will help you take your notes and put them into a framework that makes sense. So remember to continue taking notes, to continue to use your sticky notes, to continue to mark passages in your books as you're reading, because that information is going to go into your outline to begin to form the body of your report. So that is really all I have to talk about this week. I encourage you to continue to read and take notes very carefully. Use this time also to acquire more sources if you need them. And that's all I have to say. A little housekeeping. By 6 p.m. today, you need to email me your bibliography, and then next week, you will be emailing me your outline. All right, I hope you guys have a great week. Enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the beautiful weather, all the flowers, and keep reading, keep taking notes.